All right, I am live. Welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I am here to do a love reading for Aquarius Singles, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or anybody else who happens to come across this video. It's my intention there is something in here for everyone, and cross-watchers are welcome. And remember that if it does not resonate, don't try and make it fit. I have lots of other videos. And my readings are timeless. So whenever you catch this is the right time for you. And I am doing, I'm doing a new, well, it's a reading for singles, and I've done this for most of the other signs, and it's gone really well. And we're asking the question, what do you need to know about finding true love? So we're going to start with the good tarot, and then we will clarify with the oracle tarot and spirit animal oracle. That is my plan. Oh, and I almost forgot. I'm going to find out what song we're going to start with for you. So, the title of your song is My Type. Awesome. So you have a type, apparently. Don't we all? Don't we all? The question is, does your type work for you, or does it not? There are many of us who are regularly attracted to a certain type that turns out is not so good. There's some work to be done around that, but let's find out. Let's find out. What do you need to know about finding true love? The first question, before I ask, I'm going to cut my cards. Cards are cut. Okay. What's working for you in finding true love? Nine of Earth. You are very good at taking care of yourself. You know what you need to do to be successful, to be abundant, prosperous. She's got the plant here. This is knowing how to take that seed and grow it into something that's going to nourish you, sustain you. This is being very self-reliant, very dedicated to yourself and your life. What's not working for you? The Tower. Yeah, you have some kind of big disruption in your life that you probably need to finish it out, get through it, learn some lessons from it before you can be ready to call in your true love. We will clarify. We will find out more. How can you maximize your chances of finding true love? Seven of Fire. Be your awesome self, unwilling to compromise yourself. This card can be about nonconformity. It's interesting because I did a reading for Sagittarius where this was what wasn't working for them. But in your case, this is what's going to help you. And it's understanding that anything worth having requires some effort. And you're willing to go the distance. You're willing to go on this magic carpet ride on the back of a unicorn. And so, I'm kind of getting that with this Nine of Earth here, that you have a definite sense of that you're not just doing this, you're not just achieving these successes in your life by yourself simply through your own willpower, that you are connected to some higher power, whatever you want to call it. I call it the universe. That's going to get you to where you want to go ultimately. Trusting in that there's a divine hand in things. Divine timing is at play. And if you haven't gotten it yet, it's because you have more to learn. And this is you really stepping into that understanding. Or certainly doing that will help to boost you, will help to propel you forward more quickly towards what you want. So the outcome is the Ace of Water, a new emotional beginning, could be a new relationship. I kind of think so. Based in, this is a card of good fortune and abundance coming in. Ooh, this is exciting. And ultimately, this is a card about unconditional love. So it's learning to love yourself, knowing what you bring to the table is so awesome and is perfect and unique to who you are. And you can handle anything. And loving yourself, that naturally attracts in love from outside of you, because everything around us is a mirror. And so when you're in that place of feeling good about who you are, feeling good within, it's going to get reflected back to you, and good fortune, love from the outside is going to come in. So, that's really cool. Yeah, and love from your, true love from your person, from that person that maybe you've met them, maybe you haven't. But whoever it is going to be a beautiful new beginning. So let's clarify. Yeah, we started with what's working for you. You are very independent. You are very good at taking care of yourself, doing what you need to do. Steady process. You understand what it takes to get your finances in order. There's definitely this sense of you being very good at least handling this one aspect of your life. Specifically around money and finances. Because everything is connected, and money ultimately is energy. And I think you understand this because you are being very smart with your money, and when you deal with the stuff you have to deal with, taxes, bills, all the things, that it takes the pressure off. It reduces the stress that a lot of people feel because they're not dealing with things so well. And when you take the pressure off, when you reduce the stress, your vibration naturally goes up. You feel better within yourself, within your life. You're able to nurture what you want, how you want to live. You're able to increase your quality of life, which is what gets you here. I mean, you're able to sustain this really great place that you're in. And that is what calls in other good things like your true love, because your vibration is naturally higher. You're not in a place of stress. You know how to take care of yourself. Interesting. This is what's working for you. Ego and internal politics. Typically, darling Lisa, hey, my Aquarian friend. Welcome. This is what's working for you. I think this is you getting a grasp on who you are. That, yes, you're human. You have an ego. Sometimes you struggle. But that's okay, because that's a part of how you learn. That's what brings you to this place. You're able to Examine yourself and how you show up. And if you need to course correct anywhere, you're able to do that. To get yourself where you want and need to go. There's definitely a sense of understanding that, yes, sometimes you deceive yourself, sometimes you lie to yourself, but at the end of the day, you're able to be like, oh, there that was again. I did that thing again. Okay, try next time, It's good. There's a lot of willingness to do the work that's going to help you, that's going to support you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, darling. I appreciate you so much. Darlene Lisa says, please like and subscribe and share if you feel inspired. Okay, so let's talk about the tower. This is what's not working for you. Something in your life is being hugely disrupted. Usually the tower comes in. Usually it's not a huge surprise. You kind of saw it coming, but you chose to ignore the signs. And this is the universe coming in and being like, nope, you're done now. I'm stepping in because the tower ultimately is happening for your good, to help move you forward, because you're somehow something was stagnant. Yeah, the Lovers. I think that you've been in a situation that was not so supportive, that needed to end for some reason or another. Maybe you thought they were your soulmate. Whatever it was, this relationship is coming to a close because they were not your true love. Ultimately, they were a type of soulmate. They were, all our soulmates come into our life for a reason, because there's something for us to learn from them. We learn and teach. We learn from and teach each other. And you've learned what you needed to learn from this person. But maybe, oftentimes in a relationship, we don't want to let it go because we love the person. We're addicted to the person. We're, somehow our identity is tied up around this relationship. And yeah, stepping into the unknown, like, so often it's so much easier to just stick with what you know, rather than being like, the unknown is so scary. It can be tricky letting something go. And so the universe is like, all right, because you've been hurt. You've possibly been betrayed. You've discovered that this person who you thought probably was your long-term life partner, whatever, they most likely did something that hurt, that broke your heart. And that needs to be released. That needs to be ultimately, I say that, but it's like you can't necessarily release it, because that's sort of like a doing. What really needs to happen is to allow the process to happen, sit with the emotions, as uncomfortable and painful as they are. Know that this will pass, that you will gain some kind of understanding out of this. It might take a while, but it's for your own good. It's because it's preparing you for that person, for your true love. It's helping you to see maybe where you were ignoring the red flags, or somehow hadn't been able to see them, and it's getting you really clear. Okay, I didn't like that. That felt really bad. What's the opposite? The next person that comes in, what would I like? What would feel good? How do I want someone to show up for me? So, when we can get to the other side of the pain, of the shakeup, we're wiser. We're better for it, ultimately. But oof, yeah, that can hurt. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry if you're dealing with that. But how you can maximize finding your true love. I mean, your true love's coming. So maximize the chances and maximize it coming in sooner is understanding that you need to show up totally as yourself and not conform to what others think you should be. And maybe that's a part of what happened in this situation is you were trying to appease someone else and be what they wanted you to be. And now it's time for you to stand in your power and know that I mean, this is a card of going the distance, putting in the effort, doing your personal best to heal, to process, to allow yourself to get through this, whatever pain, heartache, whatever you've been through. That, this card in particular, this unicorn speaks to me of the universe being like, hey, get on my back. There's a comfy little seat here for you. You've got your little fireflies around, kind of helping to guide the way. It's going to be a magical journey. You are not doing this alone. You are actually totally protected. This is the universe saying, I've got you. And so you needing to trust, to have faith that you are being led. You're being led to a really awesome beginning. Recovery and retreat. Yeah, this is a part of maximizing your chances. Caring for yourself, taking the time to heal. If you can, do some meditation to gain clarity. Do some meditation. That was a weird way to say it. Spend time meditating. That sounds better. Put yourself first. Heal that broken heart. Rest and recover. Take the time you need. So often people jump into new relationships before they've really healed the past and whatever they've been through. And usually what happens, they end up in the exact same position as they were before. Same person, different body. You don't want to do that anymore. You don't want that. You don't want this. You don't want the person that's going to break your heart and betray you and cause your world to come crumbling down. Doing that inner work is really going to bring you the wisdom, the understanding. You've been through it. You know what you don't want. And now you're letting that guide you towards what you do want. Make a list. If you haven't already, make a list of all the things. Make it very detailed. Get very, very clear as you're taking this time to rest and recover. What are you willing to compromise on, and what are your deal breakers? Don't be willing to compromise yourself anymore. Oh, hello. Yeah, that was a good a good I can't think of the word. Exclamation point on that. Let your past gain the gift from the lessons from your past to let that move you towards what you want. So yeah, this is the outcome. A fulfilled, loving, happy new beginning. Spending time, I mean, this is a card about reflection. I mean, it says it. Reflection. Looking back at the past, looking in the cupboard of your heart. This came up for air signs today. Might want to check out that reading too. Assessing what, where have you given some cups away? Where do you still have some left? And being willing and open to sharing those cups in your heart, sharing yourself, all of you, your emotions, your love, your caring. Because once you do that reflection, once you go within, you retreat, you heal, you meditate, you gain that clarity, then you're in this place of being able to make swift decisions, move forward quickly, confidently, passionately. You see the bigger picture, you know exactly what you want, and you're like, yes, I'm going for it. I see very clearly through my wisdom of experience that this person, whoever is showing up, you reflect on it, you take the time, you don't rush into it right away. You let them show themselves to you, show their true colors. And you get to that point where you're like, okay, yes, I'm clear and I know. And this could be them moving towards you as well, where you're just embodying this sense of unconditional love for yourself. It acts like a magnet. It brings in other people who recognize that within you, who have love to bring to you as well, because you are magnetizing it. And so maybe there's this making swift decisions for one another, towards each other. Yeah, this is this is really great. Coming out of the darkness into the light, into the sun. Might take a minute for your eyes to adjust. That's why it's good to take time. Take the time to get to know a person. It always takes a minute to gain that clarity. All right, so let's see what the Spirit Animal Oracle has to say. Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. This card keeps showing up. This is beautiful. Yeah, you getting tapped in, you taking care of yourself, knowing your worth, knowing that your higher power has your back. You are on this magical journey. It increases this understanding that the universe is abundant. There is somebody who is going to come in, who's going to be so amazing, who's going to match you so perfectly, is going to support you and encourage you and love you the way you deserve, the way you know you deserve to be treated. Have faith, have trust. Skunk Spirit, know your worth. Yeah. And I think you do. But, just as a reminder, to get here to your 9 pentacles, just keep remembering to put yourself first. Always, always. Even when this new person comes in, I think that's a part of the wisdom, is you're not putting yourself on hold for someone else anymore. Your worth is, you are the center of your own universe. And so you are worth all the good things. And this is you knowing you will not accept anything less. Not anymore. Because you've learned the lesson. And Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation. Yeah. Do the work by retreating, by meditating, by resting, healing. Lay that solid foundation for this new beginning. Act as if that person is already here. Once you get really clear on who you want, the type of person you want, start acting as if you imagine it and you feel it as if they're already in your life. They're just, they're down the street at the store right now. They're coming back in a few minutes, kind of thing. And so when they do come in, it's just gonna, you have that solid foundation. You know what you want. There's no question. And then you can make those swift decisions. This reflection, this time that you're taking to reflect, this is what's allowing you to lay this solid foundation. And yeah, it's when this person comes in, when you become aware of this person, if they're already in your life, it's go time. You're going to be so on fire, so excited, and you're just going to know. You're just going to know. There won't be any question. So, what a beautiful reading. I love this reading for you, Aquarius. I'm excited for you. If this resonates, leave me a comment. Let me know. And I wish you well. I wish you well on this amazing journey. You will get through this. If you're still dealing with the pain and the heartache, you will be better for it. I promise. So thank you. Thank you so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe.